Hi, I'm Nicol, and you're watching The Breakout, presented by ECAC Hockey. Well, January is sure starting off as a wild ride as many teams are dealing with COVID protocols, return to play, and plenty of schedule shuffling. But there were some games that were played, so let's get to this week's award winners. For the men's teams, why have 3 when you can have 4 players honored? The Driscoll Skating and Skills Player of the Week is Harvard's Nick Abrazizi. The junior registered a 3-point night in the Crimson's lone game of the weekend. He had a goal and 2 assists in the win over Union, now racking up 9 points in his last 3 games. For the second consecutive week, Cornell's Ian Shane is the MAC goaltending goalie of the week.
Big time stop.
Shane helped backstop Cornell to a weekend sweep at North Dakota. The freshman finished the weekend with 55 saves on 59 shots and a .932 save percentage. And Cornell taking home Rookie of the Week honors as well, ×2. Andre Seneca factored into 3 of Cornell's 7 games on the weekend, including the game winner Saturday night. Fellow freshman Kyler Kovich also instrumental in the team's success, scoring in both games, notching Friday's game winner.
And it's 4-3.
Cornell continuing the winning streak on the women's side as well. The Driscoll Skating and Skills Player of the Week is Izzy Daniel. The Big Red Junior posted her first 3-point game of the season Saturday with a goal and a pair of assists in the 5-0 win over Dartmouth. She's now registered points in 9 of Cornell's 13 games. The MAC goaltending goalie of the week is Michelle Pisechnik, her 3rd weekly honors of the season.
What a stop by Pisechnik!
The Clarkson sophomore stopped 53 of 56 shots in the weekend series against Princeton and Quinnipiac. And the Rookie of the Week honors goes to Lily Dilianidis of Cornell. She earned her 2nd weekly award of the season after scoring twice in Cornell's win over Dartmouth. She opened the game with a goal just 24 seconds in and now has 12 points on the season so far. Well, this week we continue our interviews with the student athletes nominated for NCAA Senior Class Awards. Luke Kania is Brown's Team Impact representative. He also spends a lot of his time off the ice helping fellow colleagues as a graduate assistant. Here's my interview with Luke. Congratulations on that nomination. What does that mean for you?
Thank you very much. It's definitely an honor. I've been here at Brown going on my 5th year now, and I think being nominated for this class award, I think it really kind of showcases kind of things I live by, whether it be loyalty or commitment to my education, especially commitment to college sports, and especially the hockey team we have here.
You're a pretty busy guy. You're the goalie, so you're in all of those games. You've played in quite a bit, set some records at Brown, but you're also a graduate teaching assistant. You're mentoring in schools. How do you manage to keep such a busy schedule?
I think obviously with hockey growing up, it's a pretty busy sport. So I learned time management pretty early on. I think I've been a pretty independent person, but I was raised pretty well by my mother. So I think kind of gave me a good background there. But I think just time management and making sure I know what my schedule is every day and just trying to go and attack it every day and trying to do the best I can.
And to stay focused on everything. A big part of the senior class process, the process for the nomination, is your impact in the community. And I know you are Brown's Team Impact representative. So tell me what you do with that.
Sure. So we have a team member that has joined our team who is suffering from chronic illness. And he gets to be really fully part of our team. So we bring him in, he signs with our team, and he's been with us since my freshman year, actually. So it's been really nice to be able to have him come in. And when he comes in, it's not really asking how he's doing. He's just kind of another person in the locker room, and get to play video games with him, bring him on see on the bench and see the ice and things like that. So it's kind of brightens up our day and brightens up his day. It's kind of an escape from hockey for us and escape from some of the things that he's dealing with in his life. So I think that it's been really beneficial for our team and especially for him. And every time we see him in the stands while we're playing games or practices, we definitely get a good smile out of it and know that we're both helping each other out.
It's such a great program to be a part of. And I know a lot of teams are involved with that. But for you, it's unique being a grad student to have your 5th year with the same representative. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, it's been great. So like I said, he's been there since our freshman year. So it's definitely a unique situation for me going with COVID and everything going on. But I'm definitely very fortunate to have this opportunity to come back and get my master's while being able to play college hockey.
Mm-hmm. And you're also mentoring at schools as well. What's that like when you go in and see kids? Because college players are kind of like superstars to some young kids.
Sure. Yeah. So I was fortunate to take one of the graduate classes as an undergrad. So decided to kind of undertake that and kind of cement some of the knowledge and become a teaching assistant for that class. It's a data engineering course. So all the people that come in are graduate students. So they're really focused on what they're doing. They're really passionate about it because graduate studies obviously another step up above undergrad. So it is nice to kind of work with people who are also passionate about what we're doing. And obviously it's fun to see some familiar faces within the classes that I'm in other terms this semester. So it's been really cool to interact with the students and trying to help them understand some of the topics that we're learning.
So you're focusing on so much right now. Obviously, hockey is a big priority. What's the future hold for you when hockey's all said and done?
Sure. So, I mean, obviously, I didn't know I was going to play hockey this year. I was kind of up in the air to start. So, like I said, I'm really fortunate to have the opportunity. Well, I would love to say I could play for the rest of my life, but nobody ever gets to do that. It ends at some point. So, just trying to look to kind of set myself up to be in the best spot as a professional once I move on from playing hockey in my career world. So, just wherever I can grow and learn to become a data scientist, which is what I'm studying in my master's program, wherever I can set myself up to learn and be the best I can be, and also be able to apply the skills I've learned here is where I want to be. I want to be somewhere where I can work with a team. Been on a team my entire life, so I think it's very important to me to be able to collaborate with others.
Luke, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck in everything for you in the future.
Perfect. Thank you very much for having me.
We know ECAC student athletes excel on the ice and in the classroom, but what if they could have one superpower? That's this week's quick hitter question.
If I were to have one superpower, it'd probably be super speed. I'm a pretty big superhero fanatic, and Flash is one of my favorite superheroes.
Definitely teleportation, so I can save gas money, never have to buy a car, especially nowadays.
If I had to choose a superpower, it would be to teleport. Just be a very efficient way to travel around the world.
I would want to be Iron Man, but if I had to pick a superpower, I would use the Force.
If I could choose a superpower, I would choose mind reading.
I think invisibility would be cool because you can kind of sneak around and be places maybe you shouldn't be.
If I could have one superpower, I would definitely want to be able to fly. Just flying in airplanes, I always thought it was really cool to be up in the sky.
I think my superpower would be telekinesis, just because I think it'd be really cool to be able to throw things with my mind.
If I could have any superpower, I would want the ability to time travel. I think it'd be really cool to be able to go back in history and see everything that's happened and see where we're going in the future.
If I could be any superhero, I'd want to be Iron Man, but a superpower, I'd want to be able to fly or have super speed.
To be able to read people's minds, so to know what people are thinking about me.
I would want to be able to read minds. I think just seeing whatever people think would be kind of interesting.
And that's this week's Breakout. Stay well, everyone. We'll see you next time.